Well, morning guys. Well, we didn't have any rain yesterday, so the grass and the mud is not bone dry, but it's not too bad. But it could do with a good skim over with lawnmower. See all the leaves and that here. I did some cleaning at ponds yesterday, just getting some of these lettuces out. You can see all the gaps, but I'm going to take a few more out. I might even get a bit of a water exchange. I mean, just going back to that new hose I put in, if you look here now, you can see how the water, oh, hang on, why is it not clear? There. Oh, what's wrong with that? So he's coming out okay, anyway. So that all looks pretty good. What I'm also thinking of doing today, I've got to chop away at these plants again here because they're starting to grow. But I'm going to put some, even though these are melons, I'm going to drill some more holes here and on the top as well, because I've got some seedlings, I've got pots, I might as well get them in, because these seedlings I've got growing in soil are not going to live much longer. So I mean, you can see I've already marked it out. I could put some in between them, so we'll see how it goes. I think that's going to be, I'm going to leave that as it is now. I was going to raise it up a little bit, but I've got a plant here, what's dying in a pot, some lemongrass. So I'm planning to do that today and a bit of a tidy up. I don't know how far I'll get. I also want to get pressure washer out and give all this a clean. I mean, you can see just from yesterday how many plants I actually took out of this pond, you know. So I think I'm going to crack on with this today. Now, it has forecast rain later, but I don't know, we'll see. And also what's happening, and I knew this would happen, I mean, this is nearly 3 years old, but this was wrapped with like a fishing line, all this bamboo. And you can see here two's come off, it's just snapped because it's not UV protected. Although I did have one of these pots hanging, these here, and that's sort of straw what broke Camel's back. So I'll see what I can do with that today. I mean, I've only got some tie wrap, so I've got some steel, I might try and have a go. I've also got vines growing now up onto the roof of this, from empty plot at back, if you can just see there, growing on top. And what I noticed the other day, if it's light enough, it's not too bad. I pulled a load of roots out, but you can see here, these are more roots coming through here. So there's another one dangling just here as well. So the trouble is, I cannot get behind there. I'm too big and tall. There's just not much space, but I need to try to do something on this back here to try and chop them plants back. Now, whether I'll get onto that today or not, I'm not sure. We've got that elephant's ear plant here. Now, that actually snapped off the original plant in the other side of the garden in heavy wind and rain last week. So there's new leaves coming in the middle, so it might survive, but I just need to chop that one off what's got into water. Well, I'm covered in ants now. So quite a bit to do, a bit of tidying up to do. So hopefully this rain stays off and I can get on with it today. Because these ladders have been here now for around a week. Well, yeah, a week today actually. Because if you can see here on my lights, you know, some of the tie wraps have broken off a string of cable. So they're dangling. So I need to do that. And look at this one, and it's amazing, it still works. You can see this bulb here, that is actually full of water. And I mean full. I don't know how water's got in it, but it's full, but it still works. Amazing. But they are only 1 watt these, but it's still amazing. And this all wants a good tidy up. I mean, she's already started chopping some things, so it looks like today, guys, there's going to be quite a bit to do. So I'll come back later. Cheers. I'll just show you this, guys. This is my Strimmer weed whacker. What make is it? Yeah, one of them. Obviously a Chinese one. It's got a metal blade actually. Still pretty sharp. It's not too bad actually. And you can turn it opposite way around, so when it does get blunt. But I've got a grinder, so I do sharpen them. It's a 48 volt. It came with 2 batteries. And it's actually not doing a bad job. The battery, I would say I can almost get all edging done with one battery. Maybe it lasts 5 minutes, I have to swap battery over, but it charges in 1 hour. So I've just quickly done around these edges, and I'm going to get a lawnmower out now, I think, but I might just sharpen blades on that first, you know, just because grass is still a little bit muddy. Well, it is a little bit soft, but you can see it looks a bit messy because I did it all last week and I got my grass rake and I really scraped it all to pieces, you know, try and get some of that thatch out. I mean, you can see what it's like here, you know, because it's underneath one of these plants, and it definitely kills things off here. So I'm also going to do a bit of a water exchange and get pond a bit of a clean. So this is pretty straightforward. Have a look, no snakes on that. So we'll just put this handle on, and I've shown this before. All you do now is turn that and then give this a, well, I pressed wrong button again then. Well, I didn't press wrong button, I did it on by accident. So just give this a quick stir, and it cleans up all sponges inside. I think I need to chop this a little bit as well, because that's one at neighbours and it's starting to attach to their wall, which is probably not a good idea. So I think I'll drag all that down. I also want to give this, I mean, that's my nipper up back there. I used to be able to sit in there and view garden, but as you can see now, it's all a little bit overgrown, which might actually be nice in summer because the sun beats in there and burns me. So I don't know, we'll have a look at that and see. I'll have a think about that, but it's going to be a lot to do today. So you can see that pond, it's stopped putting water back in. I mean, a bit's running, if you can see it. So it doesn't seal properly now, but well, we'll give it a water exchange. What time is it? It's 20 past 10. So I'll probably leave it pumping out till around 2 o'clock, and it'll not even get a third of way down in that time, because like I said, this pond is actually quite deep. Like I say, at this end it's 1.4 metre ish, maybe 1.3 now, because when we had earthquake a couple of years ago, wow, this pond was rocking. Water was splashing out of both ends. So, and it's not exactly level anymore like it used to be. There's more of a, if you look here, and it all used to be bang level, but you can see the gap there. I don't know why it's going out of focus when you do that. Compared to over here, it's a lot better. So this end actually did lift up a little bit. So I would say now maybe 1.2, 1.3 metre deep there. But that was the original plan anyway. Now what I've actually noticed, and of course it's going to be like that, because I've teed this in for the aquaponics, that still carries on running even though I've turned that valve, because it goes past that first, and that water is now running into here. You can't really see it, but it's starting to fill up with water here. So like I said, I normally pull that pipe out, you can see the pipe there, and I can water out garden, but it just doesn't need it at the moment. And I'm going to get lawnmower out anyway, because I could do with getting in this pond actually. Let's have a look at that, and chopping off all these dead leaves. And I don't know, I can see some new ones coming in middle, so I will just see what I feel like later and how much water comes out, because if I get in here now it's going to be up to my balls. So I'll see how that goes, but it definitely wants a good chop out, that. Alright guys, so I'm going to get lawnmower now. I've just done edging here with that machine I just showed you, so that was the only place it really needed doing. So I'm going to whip over it now with lawnmower and see what I feel like. I might give it another rake. It makes it look a bit of a mess, like here, you know what I mean. Pulled all thatch out, it's almost back to mud, but hopefully it'll all come back, because it was just starting, it's just getting out of hand. You just can't look after these weeds in it. And you can see here frog grass is coming, and it's really high maintenance having a lawn here. That's why I've sort of not given up on this section, but it doesn't look bad on camera, but it looks bad up close. And the trouble is, I mean, we've thought concrete it, tile it, do something. We can't put anything here because of this mango tree. Because when mangoes fall, you put a table here, it's going to smash table and chairs and You know, when those mangoes fall from like 10-15 metre, there's some weight in them. So I don't know, it's something to think about later. Alright guys, I'm going to crack on, catch you later. Hey guys, right, this is lawn mower. It's Ing. Cool. I believe it's made in Thailand, but whether it's made in Thailand and really in China, I'm not sure. I had exactly the same make Strimmer electric one before I bought that battery one, but around a month ago it gave up the ghost. It just started a nice electrical smell and then motor seized, so that's why I bought that battery one. So this is not too bad. It does suck all crap up. The only problem I have, it's really hard to keep the wheels level. I've even fitted some extra springs on it, but it's just not strong enough. It's not designed for any rough type of ground, to be fair. But it does its job, and it's lasted over 3 years and still going strong. And the good thing is it's a really good blade, so I'm just giving it a sharpen again with grinder, and it's ready to go. Yeah, I'll catch you later. I just thought I'd show you this, guys. So as I mentioned before, because I notice is the water going in here is really fast. Because the problem I've got, it's a 1.5 inch inlet and it's a 1.5 inch back to the pond. But when I'm cleaning the filter, it's only 1 inch pipe. Well, it could be 1.5 inches, you know, this is it here. This one. Now, I can see what the problem is now with the aquaponics. There's a little bit of back pressure. And I was just about to cut this lawn, if you can see hot water, and you can see it coming out. It's all dripping down. Because now there's that much water going in here. It's not quick enough to get it all back out. So that's obviously not a major issue. But I think that means I'm definitely going to put a tap there. So I can actually turn this off as well. So, like I said, I was just about to bring lawn mower over here and just give this a quick skim over. But now it's a swamp again, so that's a no-no. So I'll move over to that section for now. Cheers guys. Right guys, so what I've done here for now, I've just pulled that pipe out, what I talked about before, just so it'll empty it pond a little bit quickly. It's still coming out with these things because obviously it amounts of back pressure. But if you look here how dirty also that is, that's just coming from bottom of pond. You know, there's all, but also it might be washing through some algae in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pump a quick clean, and then once I've finished, I'm going to flush them out. Yeah, I think I will. So I'll quickly show you what I do here. I've just got my squeegee. This is what I use normally for swimming pool. Let me just shift these plants out of the way. It's going to be difficult with one hand, this, but so go down and find pump. There's a, there we are. And there you can see how this gets a little bit, well, a lot blocked up. See? So, well, press wrong button again, it's difficult with one hand. So let's get hose pipe. Now this has an automatic switch off if there's no water, you have to be quick. And I just get all this washed off very quickly. Wash it onto the path. That should do it. And then I can just throw this back in. Easy. So that's it. Yeah, we'll see what colour that water is now. So I can hear it filling up. It's definitely rushing around there because there'll even be more water now, 100%. Something wrong with this phone. Now look at that, that's actually slowed down. So I would say there's a lot of algae just suddenly gone in there. But anyway, no problem, I'm going to flush that out after. So that's how we clean pump out. So I've finished now with grass all done. Next job is chopping a load of these trees. You can see some's broken. And like I say, I'm hoping to get pressure washer out, because also some of these I need to just cut again, because all leaves just drop into the pool, and I want to power wash pool out as well, give it a good clean, because there's a bit of regrouting needs doing. So still got lots to do, and I'll get on with it. Cheers guys. Well, alright guys, so this is what I was going to use. Let me just sort this lens out. Okay, which I used before. The problem I've got is, I mean, I've chopped this off here now. That was here. You need this bell mouth to help it force in. Now the problem is it's gone all the way down, which I knew I wanted it in as far as I could, and I've got a funny feeling it goes right up to here. So even if I chop that back and there's a little bit of plastic still, it's not going to be enough. So I'm going to need to get another one of these, because it's all glued in. It's not going to come out, so they're cheap enough. So I need a couple more bell mouths, which I'll probably have somewhere. And another one of these. And then I can do a valve, because it's going to be a problem. Whenever I do my pond now, the aquaponics system is going to be a bit of a nightmare. I'll walk around now and show you. Well, my legs are aching already from cutting grass. Yeah, because like I said before, it's going to a smaller diameter hose on the outlet from the filter. That means there's a lot more pressure going in here. So as you can see, I've still got it running out here, and it's coming out of all of these holes. So I've just had to lift aquaponics up the plants and put them up there, because they were coming out and falling out because there's so much water pressure. But what I have done, you can see inside now, not really, but it's actually, I've actually put hose pipe in. I just took this out, put hose pipe in, blasted through, and then did it on each one of them. And all that dead algae what was in bottom seems to have gone. So I mean, you can see all, I don't know if you can, but there's a lot of black here. This is all algae, but it'll be good for this garden anyway. But I definitely need to put a tap on that, like I've just shown you. Otherwise, whenever I do pond, I'm gonna have the same problem with this. So as you can see, garden flooding. So I don't know what to do now. Do I just carry on for now, or do I just abandon this water exchange? I think I might abandon this water exchanging pond for now, and just get in there up to my nuts and chop them plants off. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Right, so I've just been in pond and chopped all this dead stuff off here, what was in the middle. So now there's just a few new ones, and as you can see, I was still up to my nuts, even though water's gone down maybe 10 inch. So I've cleared out there, so at least I can get, if I need to get up to do that ivy on wall there, I've chopped all that down on their wall. You know, I just don't want it to do any damage, that's all. So now, got to get rid of all this crap. And like I say, I'll just keep doing water for now, but I've definitely got to put a tap in there, because I don't know whether that's going to do them plants any good, just resting up there, not in water. See these here, but I can't put them in here. Although water's gone down a little bit now. Oh, mind you, I can see there's not much water coming out of there now, which normally means that pump's blocked again now, because water level's going down. Right, I'll have a look at that. Catch you later, guys. Right, so disaster number one. While I was in pond chopping all them plants down, I did trip over this hose. This is the T-piece I made. And if you remember in one of the last videos I did, I said these Jubilee clips weren't very good. So I noticed there were no water coming out of this over here. And then I looked at pond, and all these plants were going around in a big circle, because it was just pumping straight out of there back into pond. So I've got to now get a repair on this, so I'm just wondering whether to get it all dried off properly and glue it as well, because these Jubilee clips, or hose clamps, whatever you call them, absolutely shit, just keep spinning. So and that's my next job now, have a play around with that and get this pump working again. Alright, cheers guys. Right, so what I've done, I've cleaned all this up, and I've actually glued it, you know, with this PVC cement.
So that's all on and glued now. Clips back on. Not the best clips, but I just need to let that glue set now. It's going to need a couple of hours at least. So everything's come to a standstill now until that's done. And then, like I say, I'll forget cleaning it out today. Rest at pond. I'll get at DIY shop and put a tap on that. It's going to be all that way, otherwise it's... I mean, I wanted this design so it was minimum effort, so I definitely need to do that. Right, so he's done now, a couple of hours, and I'll chuck him back in and hopefully it stays together. Alright guys, catch you later. Oh, hi again guys, it's now 2:45 and I've really had enough. I've not stopped since I started doing videos this morning, apart from the good wife brought me out spaghetti bolognese and some apple strudel. So, just had that. I've finished jet washing and power washing. Well, my body's aching now. Tiles here. I've mended that pipe again. What I've done now, I've put that on an angle here. Because now I've cleaned everything and done everything, it's running in really well. And it just wasn't going out quick enough. It was coming out of all this bottom pipe. So temporary again, that's just on an angle, but it's running out great now. But if you can see all water here, I mean, I'm just sinking into mud. It's just pissing me off. So I think for today that's about it. I've started pressure washing around pond here. You can see how clean these are. And then it gets up there and I've stopped. Same with these steps. I've got as far as here and not there. But I've really had enough today. It did forecast rain, but it's still blue sky. So I'm filling pond back up now. I'll do that another day. But you can see there, water's coming out of there really well. Well, obviously as fast as it goes in. Even that bottom pipe now, it's just half full like others. So that's what it needs to be like. I've still got scope to go further into corner, because there's still a little bit of a rise in that pipe there, but at the moment it's okay. And honestly, I've really had enough today. I'm absolutely whacked. So that's it. I didn't get onto my lighting or anything, strapping it back up. Oh, pool. This is trouble wearing flip-flops all the time. They don't support your feet, so my feet are broken. But anyway, grass is all done. Doesn't look bad on camera, looks a lot worse off camera. But it'll grow back now. But that's about it guys, I think for today. I'm going to chill for a little bit, have a nice shower. And then I'm definitely going to have a few whiskies later and an early night, I think. Alright guys, I'll catch you again later. Oh, I'll just quickly show you this, I didn't mention it. You can see now I've drilled more holes in this. I've filled these two pipes up, the middle two. I don't think the plants like being moved around and not in water for a while. They look a bit sad now, but hopefully they'll come back. And then I've got bottom one ready again. I've got another 10 pots on order and I need 8. So once they come, I've got 8 more seedlings I'll put in, and then that's it. They'll just be left, and let's see how they grow. Alright guys, I think that's about it really. Like I say, I'm going to go and have a smoke now, or one of my heats. I don't smoke cigarettes now. Shower, chill, whiskey later. Okay guys, thanks a lot, bye bye.